Hi, I'm Dr. Raja, and you are watching my YouTube channel IT Tech Trend. I'm going to create two separate networks using one router, two switches, and four PCs. Then we will configure the router step by step using the CLI. The objective of this lab is design a topology using Cisco packettracer, configure router to connect two network with two switches and four PCs, test functionality using the ping command and by PDU delivery. The first LAN which we create is the IP addresses are 192.168.1.1 for router, and for the two PCs 192.168.1.2 and .3. For the second LAN which we create that we connect to the router, the IP address is 192.168.2.1 for router, and for the PCs 192.168.2.2 and .3 for the PCs. For the network devices and the router, we select our router 1941, and we need two switches because we are creating two LANs. So 2960 and 2960, and we need three PCs to connect two PCs each with each LAN. So PC0, PC1, PC2, and PC3. Now we need to connect them. The switch and the PCs, they are non-similar devices. Therefore, I'm using a copper straight through cable for the non-similar devices. PC0, fast Ethernet 0, and for the switch LAN 1, the first port I will keep it for my router, and I'll connect with the second port fast Ethernet 0/2, and second PC fast Ethernet 0, and I will connect to the fast Ethernet 0/3. Now I will connect my switch with the router. So fast Ethernet 0/1, and the router, the Giga Ethernet 0/0. This interface I will use for my first LAN. First LAN. I will connect the PCs with the second LAN, and then click on the PC fast Ethernet 0 and the switch. First one I will keep for router and connect with the fast Ethernet 0/2, and the third fast Ethernet 0 and with the PC with the switch fast Ethernet 0/3. Now I will connect this switch with the router. The first port fast Ethernet 0/1, and with the router the interface Giga Ethernet 0/1. So both are connected now. All the devices are connected to the switches and to the router. Devices turn green, but the router still showing red. We configure the router using the CLI, and when we configure the router, then it's turned to the green AC. We will make sure the interfaces are of the router Giga 0/0, and this side is okay, Giga 0/1. Who were the cursor there? This is Giga 4/1. I'll label my devices. So this side, the Giga 0/0 IP address 192.168.1.1 and subnet mask 255.255.255.0. I will copy the IP address and subnet mask, and the PC0 I only change 192.168.2, and PC1 192.168.1.3. Now for the second interface of the router with for the second the LAN is I email address 192.168.2.1, and its interface is Giga 0/1. I'll label the LAN as well, LAN 1 and LAN 2. Now I will configure the PCs there. I'll add the label to the PC, and it's 192.168.2.2, and for the second PC 192.168.2.3. So all are labeled, and they for the professionalism it give up that all the devices are labeled, and now we will configure. I will configure my the pieces are partially, because select the desktop IP configuration. And I'm going to use IPv4 address. I will configure the partially, because I will they will be able to communicate within the network, but unfortunately they are not be able to be communicate outside the network. Then we troubleshoot it, and then they will be able to communicate to the outside of the network. So 192.168.2 and that subnet mask automatically comes up. Second PC, one desktop IP configuration 192.168.3 and subnet mask. Third, desktop IP configuration IPv4 address 192.168.2.2, and I copy this address, and subnet mask automatically comes up. Second PC, and the desktop IP configuration 192.168.2.3, and subnet mask automatically comes up. Now I'll configure my router. Click on router. Once you click on the router, your option physical config CLI. Click on CLI because we're manually going to be configure this router. When you click it, it will give option. Would you like to enter the initial configuration dialog? So here just only enter no, and double click. You are on the prompt disk. This is the call is a user mode. We are in user mode. To access the global configuration mode, we need to enter a command enable. Either you can type a full command enable and press enter, or just simply and press enter. You are in the global configuration mode now. From there, we have to go to the interface configuration mode. So we can first type is configure. Either you can type a complete configure or config and then a terminal for the global configuration mode. And you can see now you are in the global configuration mode. Okay. From there, to assign the IP addresses, we need to access our interface configuration mode. For that easy, we have to type uh, we have to type interface, because we're going to be assigned the IP addresses later on to our router interfaces. So interface giga and 0/0. The first interface I will try to be assigned the IP address. Now we are successfully into the enter into the interface configuration mode. So assign the IP address here, IP address 192.168.1.1 and subnet mask space subnet mask 255.255.255.0 and press enter. Successfully IP address are assigned. Now, as we know, this interface is disabled by default on the router. To enable, we need to type a command no shut down. When we type a command no shut, it says interface GigabitEthernet 0/0 change state to up. It's up now, and you will see it's turned to green. So our first router, the first interface is up and can ready to communicate. Now we can do the second exit, and we type again interface giga. Oh, sorry. Interface giga, and this time 0/1. We are successfully enter into the interface global configuration interface configuration mode. Is we assign the IP address 192.168.2.1 space subnet smart 255.255.255.0 and press enter. It's successfully assigned. Again, we need to be up with no shutdown because by default is uh, not enabled, and fast Ethernet 0/1 state change to up. Both interfaces are assigned IP addresses and their status is changed to up. Now they are ready to communicate, but unfortunately we are not able to communicate from this network to this network because our PCs are partially configured. Okay, and the command prompt, I want to be ping 192.168.1.3 within the network. It's successfully great. It's successfully sent as packet sent 4 received 4 lost 0. Now I will try to communicate to the second network, but we are not be able to be communicated. There you go, timeout. What we done is we did not configure it. When you attack a router, if you are not enter the default gateway address of the router interface to your PCs, you are not be able to communicate to the outside of the networks. So IPv4 address we assign it, subnet mask we assign it, default gateway is missing. So we enter a default gateway of our LAN 1 which is 192.168.1. Then on the second PC IP configuration, again the default gateway we did not assign it, so we assign. Now for the second LAN, our default gateway is 192.168.2.1. So in this PC IP configuration, and we can assign a default gateway here dot 2.1 for this, and again for the second PC we assign the default gateway for this one. Now we try to communicate through the ping command first. So 192.168.2.3 at this time we be able to come down. I'm sorry, apology. First time it will show timer, but second time it will. The first time it always show. The second time we will try. Now there's no issue for us. We try to be sent a PDU and go to simulation mode. Select a PDU from PC1 to PC3, and this PC1 send data to LAN 1 switch, and LAN switch forward to router. In Cisco packet tracer, the first time normally it will not send the data, and the second time we delete it, I can stop and we delete this and we start again. So sender send a data to switch forwarded to a router forward a data to the second LAN switch, and second LAN switch forward a data to the destination. You can see it's still showing in progress, and source is PC1 and destination PC3, and our type is ICMP protocol. The acknowledgement sent back from that receiver to switch and the router, then switch second first LAN switch, and it will change the status to a successful. We communicate and we send the data to the both sides, you see, and they are properly configured, and we test it as well. If you found this video helpful, do not forget to like, share, and leave a comment below, and make sure to hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Thank you for watching.